San Francisco has an illustrious history, and so does San Francisco Federal Credit Union. Today, the credit union and our employees are not only driven to provide the very best in financial products and services, but also dedicated to community outreach. Through donations, volunteerism, and fundraising activities, our Community Share program continues to give back to nonprofit, educational, and civic organizations within the communities of San Francisco and San Mateo counties. But how did it all start? The heart of the institution began about 65 years ago by an accountant who wanted to provide financial security to his colleagues. In 1954, the humble beginning of San Francisco Municipal Employees Credit Union operated from a kitchen table in a house on Cap Street. We began to modernize in 1956 when we were able to purchase an addressograph machine for mailing out statements. Our reputation was growing, as were our members, so the staff of 3 relocated to Market Street. At that time, the credit union boasted 1,300 members and had $330,000 in assets. The 1960s brought more changes beyond music and clothes. In 1961, we started offering auto loans to city employees, San Francisco Unified School District employees, and their household family members. In 1963, we purchased the first Sensitronic accounting machines, which lightened the workload. By 1967, we expanded once again and needed to move, so 8 employees, 5,200 members, and assets of slightly over $3 million settled in on Polk Street. During 1968, a special member vote was conducted to install the first board of directors. This group provided invaluable guidance, directing management to install the culture and services of a not-for-profit credit union in our outreach to increase our membership base. The 1970s continued to bring changes. First, in 1971, we got a new name, San Francisco City Employees Credit Union. In 1973, our new location was completed on Golden Gate Avenue. In 1977, the first computers and mortgage loans were introduced. And in 1979, Social Security deposits were offered to members. The 1970s were a very productive decade, and we ended with 22 employees, 11,000 members, and more than $14 million in assets. As the new decade dawned, 1980 saw the introduction of shared draft accounts and direct deposit for retired employees. Members now had ways to more quickly access their funds. In 1987, we joined the nationwide co-op ATM network, which provided nationwide ATM access for our members. That same year, home equity loans were introduced. Members could borrow money from the equity in their home, having access to cash flow to do a variety of things, including home renovations, pay for college, and consolidate debt. In 1989, the slogan, "It's where you belong," was adopted, and the decade ended with 45 employees, 20,000 members, and assets totaling more than $121 million. In 1990, a Visa Classic credit card was introduced, giving our members convenience and purchasing power. In 1991, the 24/7 Express Line phone service was implemented to allow members to call anytime from anywhere to check balances and conduct selected transactions. There were many milestones in 1995, a name change to San Francisco Federal Credit Union to who we are today. The revolutionary Visa check card was introduced, and the Lakeside branch opened to support the growth of membership. At that time, 60 employees served 27,000 members and managed $285 million in assets. A New Century announced a new charter to include community, live, work, worship, and attend school in San Francisco as eligibility for membership. Online banking and bill pay were offered to members as technology became increasingly popular and convenient. 2 years later, the Richmond branch opened and the Community Share program was started. A program focused on giving back to the communities of San Francisco and San Mateo counties through donations, employee volunteerism, and fundraising activities. In 2009, it was time to refresh our image, so a new slogan was created, Uncommonly Good Banking, to reflect why we stand out above other financial institutions. To help make member transactions more convenient, new ATMs were installed at the Richmond and Lakeside branches, as well as at City Hall and the Hall of Justice. By 2011, 84 employees helped 29,000 members manage assets of nearly $829 million. In recent years, 2013 saw our successful merger with San Francisco Park and Recreation Federal Credit Union. Technology in the banking industry continued to bring forth innovative solutions, resulting in the launch of mobile banking and remote deposit capture. Members now had the convenience to do their banking from the convenience of their homes. In 2014, our charter extended to include San Mateo County, and the Burlingame branch opened. Our auto loans continued to grow, propelling the credit union to one of the top auto lenders in the San Francisco Bay Area. In 2017, we launched our newest theme, We Are San Francisco. A powerful message that speaks to the credit union's focus on San Francisco, the membership, and communities. As we enter the next decade, we have more than 120 employees, more than 45,000 members, and over $1.1 billion in assets and growing, making us the largest credit union based in San Francisco. And like San Francisco, with the help of our employees and members, there's still more history to be made.